Hey guys, welcome back to Easel Does It Studio. My name is Michelle, and tonight we're going to do an order that I got. I don't know if you remember, I don't know, maybe a month ago, I had done it was a makeup brush holder, but I did it for my brushes. So I've got one very similar, except for she wants purple in the ends, and instead of the birds, we're going to do the flower stickers. So I've pulled out some of the stickers, and I pulled out 3 different alcohol inks just because I don't know which color we're going to tint the rest of the resin once we get some in. So, and I am going to use a little bit of the crushed crystal, which is this right here. So first of all, what we're going to do is I'm going to pour some resin in here, and we're going to start putting some of the purple stones in around the bottom. I am going to pour a little bit of resin, clear resin in the bottom, just to make sure that there's no bubbles that form on the bottom. So I ended up using my cast in resin by Let's Resin, and I've mixed up 9 ounces. I divided it so that it doesn't try to flash cure on me. So let me grab a spoon. Every time I think I'm organized, guys, I'm not. So maybe we'll use this instead, and then I can just dump some of the crystals. All right. So, because I think I remember when I made mine, I was a little bit short, and I thought I had mixed up 8 ounces. So I did 9 just to make sure. If we have some extra, I'm hoping we have at least a ½ an ounce extra so I can make her a turtle keychain, because my daughter, it's from my daughter, and she loves turtles. So she wanted one of these, so I am making that for her. I didn't get a chance to do a video today because we've just been busy getting stuff ready for fall. And yeah, it's just been a busy day. Everybody went to bed, and I'm like, yeah, good night. I'll see you later. And downstairs I came. So that way, when I get up in the morning, this will be all ready. And all right, so let's pour a little bit of the clear resin. I just want a little tiny bit in the bottom. First, I want to spray it with alcohol. I want to get a good, so I don't want any bubbles. So let's just get a little bit poured in there. Like I said, it doesn't need to be that much. I just want a thin layer because I don't want any bubbles getting between the stones and the end of the silicone, the bottom, because that's where, if you're going to get bubbles, that's where that's going to happen. All right. And that's like way too much. All right. So how am I going to, we're just going to tip it to get some up in this other one. I forgot this one runs down into that one. So maybe, all right, let's pour some of these in here, and I'm not going to use much resin at all. I'm just barely going to coat them because there's already so much resin in there. But I do want to have a little something on these stones just to kind of get them wet so that there's no bubbles. And I'm going to give it a spritz of alcohol. And let's start with the bigger side, just because I think it'll be easier. So hopefully you guys have had a fantastic Labor Day weekend. This is Sunday night when I'm filming this. We didn't do anything special. But it's just been a nice kind of chill. We did a lot of stuff today, but we haven't done a whole lot. And I'm already not liking the way this is looking. There's way too much resin down in there. All right, I'm just going to keep poking, and I'm hoping that I can get this to settle all the way down. So maybe just by adding enough and keep going around, it will kind of go down there. I've got to get a big, like, silicone teaspoon. Oh, I'm thinking Michael's must sell those, right? I'm going to have to look. And then I will... So the stones I used last time were way bigger than these. These are little baby ones, and I didn't have any of the big in the purple, so I'm like, all right. Just kind of clear this and put some on this side. This is a messy, definitely a messy project, but the results are gorgeous. All right, so I'm just gonna get these off the top and off the sides where I don't want them. All right. So that is, I'm trying to lift it up here so you can see. So it just kind of goes like at an angle. And I'm trying to not get everything so sticky. I discovered that the reason my hands had broken out the other day was after I had got done and I was picking everything up, I kept picking up sticky stuff. And that's, I think, when my hands ended up acting up. So, all right. So these don't have as much resin in it, but that is totally fine. All right, I'm gonna use the spatula and see if that's gonna work better, because I can get more on my scooper. And maybe that isn't gonna work, but we're gonna give it a go. Yeah, see, these ones are setting down better because there's not as much resin in there. But I'm hoping there's enough that we don't get any bubbles. You know, it's half a dozen of one and 3/4 of the other. All right. So once I get them where I want, then I'll take my other stick and I'll just kind of scoop them around. Because everything kind of ran into the first big cavity, which I completely had forgot about that. Because I also got to leave room for the flowers. All right. Let's see. We will use up what I have mixed for crystals here. This is just crushed glass that I got at Michael's. And I liked it because it was fine. All right, let me get my stick here. So hopefully those will finish going down. All right. Let me... All right. So now let me just give this a... And there's still a few around the top, but I'm hoping they're gonna slide down when I pour the rest of my mixture in. All right, so we're a little light on this one, but we're a little heavy on... No, that ain't gonna work. I was gonna try to pull some out of this side, but no. All right. I am just gonna... Doesn't need much, but this one needs a little more right over here. And I'm gonna put that in kind of dry. And if she doesn't like it, I will just remake it. I'll see if I can get some bigger crystals. And all right. And I will do something with the rest of these little rocks in here, glass, or whatever you want to call them. All right, let me wipe my hands. I'm gonna grab a wipe and try to get some of the sticky off. So I do have fresh white gloves, fresh heavy-duty nitrile gloves on, so hopefully we don't get any breakouts. All right, let me... So now it's like I'm trying to keep myself clean as I go, and we all know that working with resin is not a easy feat to stay unsticky. You know, it's just the beast of resin. But I am trying my best so that I'm not gonna be touching stickies after when I'm trying to finish cleaning up. All right, so I'm just gonna go around again, finish trying to scoop those down there. And I'm gonna tint the resin just a little bit, not, I mean, it's maybe not even gonna show, because I'm thinking these stones are gonna reflect and give a little bit of color anyways, but I want the pretty flowers to show. All right, we're gonna go with that, because the more I'm gonna mess with it, the more I'm gonna make a mess. All right. So we're gonna test. I've got purple, dark indigo, and dark orchid. And this one is actually looking kind of pink as I'm looking at it. So we're gonna probably skip. This has got a kind of a purple label on it, so, oh, but that's really dark. That might be too dark. So let's see what the purple, just well, I guess they're pretty close. Let me see. All right, I'm just gonna put one drop and we're gonna stir that. Because like I said, I don't want a lot, I just want a hint. All right. So let me get my cover on my stones here, crushed glass or whatever you want to call it, and I'm gonna give that a spritz. Oh, I'm trying to make sure you guys are in view. I know I saw in a few of mine, they weren't exactly where they needed to be. All right, so we're gonna start with, I got two big ones, and I kind of like them this way, so I'm gonna put them in upside down like this. I am going to dip them in my resin before I put them in. And I also wanted to spray with alcohol, but I forgot. All right, so this one here, I'm gonna turn this. This is gonna go on one side, like that. And then the other one, and let me just give it a spritz. Just give a little spritzy spritz. this one on this side. Now, I did not take the backing off of these stickers, guys. I'm putting them in just that way. And we're going to put one of each of these. Yeah, I'll put them this way. And is that gonna fit all the way? I'm gonna have to trim. I'm gonna have to trim this one. I'll get my already sticky stickers, sticky scissors, and all right. I just don't want that sticking up out of the container. And that's touching the stones on the bottom. So that's why I was like, oh, crap. And which way? These ones are going this way. All right. And I forgot to spray this one. All right. And that one is gonna fit. All right. So let's put a smidgen of this crushed crystal. You can see it flying already. All right, just to give a little bit of a sparkle in here. All right, so I'm gonna pour, and then I'm not gonna fill it. I'm gonna pour like halfway. And then I'm going to make sure that there's resin on both sides of the stickers. And then once I know that the stickers are completely got resin on both sides, then I can finish filling it. All right. All right, I'm gonna have to put a little bit more. So I'm gonna pour half of this because it's already getting warm. And we're gonna put 1 drop of purple. Oop, crap, too much. It's because my hands are sticky. But this is a little bit more resin, so hopefully it'll be fine. All right, and we need a little touch of the crushed crystal. All right. this is getting warm. All right. So I'm going to... And so that one I know has got resin on both sides. All right, now I know that one does. And this one does, and this one does, but one is moving a little bit closer to the other one. Get over here. There we go. See how thick that's already getting? All right. And I'm just going to add clear to the rest here, just to finish filling that. All right. And, crap. I just got resin on me. I'm gonna spray it and wipe it. Oh, and I just stuck my arm in my, really? The more I try to not get sticky, guys, the worse I am. My. Oh, and then I just spilt what I wanted to use for the turtle. Oh, man, oh, man. You know, I watch other people's videos, and there's another girl that is, I swear, she's as clumsy as I am. We would be the best of friends if we lived close. Because she does the same thing, and you know, if I'm watching in bed or whatever, I'm laying there and I'm just laughing like, oh my God, that is so me. And I'm not laughing at her, I'm laughing with her, because I know the struggle. I do. As you just witnessed, you know, you're trying to pick one mess up and you're making another one somewhere else. Oh, lordy, lordy. All right, so this looks pretty good. I want to make sure that my stickers are staying where I want them. Okay, so that looks good. Phew. We have definitely got a sticky mess. Oh, see, this one's trying to pop out here again. Let me just kind of squeeze this one back down. Get down there. And you, Bubble, get out of there. Thank you. Get. So I'm going to watch this for sure for a little bit, because between the stickers and the crushed glass, the bubbles will slowly come up. So let's add some purple to this. We might add another drop because this is going to go in our turtle. And I think that's good. All right. And hopefully we have enough. And I'm just going to run my stick over the bottom. So if there's any bubbles, I can get them dislodged and heading to the top. And I will spray the top of this. This one here is a handmade mold, so you never want to spray alcohol in your mold. But I do spray once I got it filled, I spray it. Oh, that was perfect. Actually, I put a little much. All right. And there's really not enough there to do much with, so. And I have another bubble right there. Come on. If you're not going to pop, I want you out of there. Out of there, I say. All right. So we're going to give that a few minutes, and I'll watch it, and then I will be back for the demold. So I'm going to clean my sticky mask gloves, and I'm going to, I'm just going to leave this here. I'm not putting it on the heat mat or anything. I will clean up my tools and that before I take off my gloves. So, I need to get a clean paper towel so that I can use it on my phone to shut it off. Alrighty, guys. See, this is how I'm going to do it. So I don't get stickies all over my phone. Alrighty, guys. I will be back for the demold. Alrighty, guys, it is the next morning, and these are done. All right, so let's see how our turtle came out. Oh, very, very sparkly. Look at that. No bubbles. All right, so hopefully this came out good too. I'm just gonna loosen up the edges here. All right. And once you can get your finger up and just kind of break that suction, this actually demolds pretty easy considering its shape. All right, so let's get our mold flipped back the right way here. All right. So I've got just a little bit of trimming on the bottom. Oh, that came out really good. I was concerned with the little rocks that it wasn't, you know, the little glass, but it filled in here. Very, very cute. So yeah, I'm impressed. All right. So let's go ahead and I'm wondering if I use a flat back bezel, not a flat back bezel, let me get it. It's the and I'm thinking maybe a round one on this. All right. So we could just glue that like that. And then we can put the keychain thing through there. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and give that a try. So I'm just gonna use my my E6000 and I'm gonna put a I don't know why I always squeeze from the middle of the tube. Right. A little bit of dry bit on the end here. I'll just get that off. All right. And I will just let that dry, and then I will turn this into a key ring. So yeah, this way here it makes it easy. You don't have to drill. And I might end up top coating the whole back with UV resin just to make sure that that is like really embedded in there and that glue is not going to come off. But yeah, this is our project for today. Let me know what you think. You can see the little bit of sparkle through it. So I will just trim the bottom up a little bit, and I'll put some, I don't know. I might put some feet on it. I might put like 2 on the big one and 1 on each of the front ones, just so it sits up just a little bit. But yeah, I think she's going to like that. Alrighty, guys, that does it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the content, please like and subscribe, share, all that stuff. And I will see you on the next one. Bye, guys.